Well, good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're at. Welcome to Lunch and Learn, presented by Codabears. My name is Bill Golis. I'll be hosting today's presentation. Today's presentation is with Parttrap. Parttrap is a e-commerce platform for business to business. Codabears has evaluated a number of e-commerce products, and we've chosen to work with Parttrap as they are the best in class at what they do. And to speak to Parttrap's is going to be Chris Robinson, who is the director in North America, and then Ove Tenberg, who is the CEO of Parttrap. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Chris. Chris, here you go.
Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yep, it looks good.
Good, fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Bill, and Codabears customers. I'm thrilled to be able to present Parttrap to you this afternoon. I hope you all are enjoying a good lunch. And I'm Chris Robinson. I head up, I'm the North American Director for Parttrap. And I'll tell you a little secret. As soon as I finish today's presentation, I'm going to go get myself some lunch also. So we hope we'll give you about 30 minutes of really good information. And I really appreciate you joining us today. So Codabears and Parttrap. I've known Calvin and Fred and Bill and the Codabears team for about approaching 4 years. I managed them with a previous company, and I know you folks, Codabears does a tremendous job in working with their clients. So we're thrilled to be able to be the preferred B2B, B2C, and B2B2X, which is if you have a dealer or a distributor portal network that you sell through. So Parttrap, we've been in business close to 25 years. We're a global company. Headquarters is Sweden, and we provide outstanding solutions and services for Epicor customers really all over the world. And because we're a global company, if you do sell globally and you need to describe and place orders and quotes, etc., in multi-currency, multilingual capabilities, that comes out of the box with us. We also have a dealer portal. We're not going to spend too much time on that today, but that's something we can certainly follow up with. We're focused on manufacturing and distribution companies. And if you sell B2B and you're also interested in selling your products to direct to B2C customers, or again through a dealer portal, we think we have a pretty compelling solution for you. So by a show of hands, very quickly, how many of you out there today have an Epicor integrated or integrated e-commerce solution integrated in with Epicor? So if you would just quickly raise your hands, I'd appreciate that. And Bill, if you could sort of compile that'd be terrific.
Yeah, sure. If you type in the chat window, if you have a integrated solution with Epicor, please.
So we'd like to get some interaction so we know where to focus our presentation on.
It looks like we don't have any.
Okay. Let's next question quickly then. So again, I asked the first question because one of our real strengths, it's in our DNA, is a very tight integration with Epicor, pricing, inventory availability, part numbers, etc. You will continue to maintain all of your information about your products in Epicor, and then we integrate and pull that information and enhance it with our tools. How about spare parts? How many of you out there are currently selling spare or replacement parts, or that's one of your initiatives to improve the sales of and related revenue for that? Very quick. You just raise your hand.
Type in the chat window, please.
In the chat window, yes. Any results?
No feedback.
Okay. Well, we'll follow up with a survey for you, but dealer channel, if you sell through a dealer channel, if you're selling global, and also if the products that you sell today, if you currently offer a warranty or are interested in selling a warranty for the entire product or a spare replacement part, we'd be interested in knowing that. So we are a full solution. You'll see today, out of the box, Parttrap includes all of the ingredients that you need to make a really terrific e-commerce cake here, which includes content management, which is, you'll see good examples of that everything you need to build a fully functional website. The integration Epicor, PIM solution, which is, think of this as the data warehouse for all of the images, videos, 3D drawings, technical documentation for any product that you sell, and of course, B2B, B2C capabilities. So we're all about helping our customers tell the very best story of every product that they sell, and turning your product digital information really into revenue. And let's face it, the COVID has really changed the way we interact with business today in our personal lives in the B2C environment. And in the B2B environment, studies have shown that COVID has pushed forward B2B e-commerce initiatives about 5 years. So we're there to help you leverage that to help make product information the digital front door of your business and turn your product digital information into revenue. And doesn't matter whether someone visits your website from a laptop or a iPad or a smartphone, they expect the same experience about your company. So again, Parttrap's here to help tell your story and tell product digital information into revenue. I'll turn this over to Uwe now. I'll stop sharing my screen. And Uwe is the CEO and founder of Parttrap. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can, Chris.
Okay, very good. So, Uwe, I turn it over to you. I'll run the demo from here. So, what you see here is an example of using our content management system to build a very robust website. Out of the box, Parttrap is going to include all the tools needed, search engine optimization tools, for someone to do a search in Google or one of the other search engines and get to your website. But once they get to your website, customers expect to find a lot of content around the products that you do sell. So in our case today, our content management system provides you with the information, as I mentioned, search engine optimization, addresses, either a B2B or a B2C website, the ability to find dealers, go to a specific country location, or quickly shop going to a shopping cart. Okay, all of these images are stored essentially in our PIM, our product information management. So we're going to look at the ability to configure a product today, but in this case here, the theme of this session today is how can I really use product content to sell more products here. So the first example is where we're going to take a snowplow and using a 2D image, and then we added a hotspot to that. Now this is using what we call Parttrap Studio, which is really the tools to build a content-rich website. And Parttrap Services can provide this for you, or we can train your internal team how to use this. Down here, we're pulling information on this particular part directly from the bill of materials found within Epicor. And we added a hotspot onto this for each of the exploded parts for that particular snowplow, that particular part. Now, what's the benefit of a hotspot? A hotspot allows the user to drill in to get information on the stock code for that, how many are in stock, a delivery date. If I was a customer and I'm getting a discount, we're going to honor that discount in Epicor. Or if I was a dealer, I'm getting a 30% discount because I'm a dealer and this is what I've negotiated, and I can add this right to the shopping cart. But I can also go deeper on this to get more information on that particular item. And again, this might be a technical drawing, a video, some other documentation in terms of what tensile strength it is. It's made out of 316L stainless steel, really whatever it might be. I can also take that same view and add some more animation to it. So some color. Again, people react to this. They expect a lot of content, but they also expect some animation, perhaps, information about that, in this case, a particular snowplow. Now, a number of our customers are really taking advantage of some of the latest technology. So here we took a CAD drawing from one of your engineers, let's say, added it into our PIM and added hotspots on it. And again, with the animation and the color and the ability to drill down to take a look at a individual part. So I might be think of me as a service rep and I'm out in the field and I need to replace this part, and there may be a video attached to it or some technical step-by-step documentation. Or again, the ability for a customer to go to your website, drill down on an order, an item on that order, explode that item, that product, because this is the part that they need. And taking a look at all different views of that part so they can quickly find the part that they're looking for so that their machine can be up and operational, not costing them thousands of dollars a day without being available. Taking it one step further, we could make this either a single level item or build it into a multi-level. And again, with the ability to help your product to tell its best story, which hopefully will lead to additional new product sales and replacement part sales. Now, another out-of-the-box functionality that Parttrap comes with is many of our customers have been previously frustrated because they have parts, they have products that they want the ability to enable the customer to do self-service, okay? And one way to do that is using a configurator. Now, out of the box, Parttrap includes a configurator, and in this case here, we're going to configure a snowplow, and we have different options for an attachment to it. I can go, and because I'm up in northern Canada where it snows a lot, I might need a kickstand, and I need a very large snowplow, and I want it in yellow paint. So what we've done is built a product. We configured a product, but you know what? Maybe I want to go to attachment B here. Okay, and add this attachment B and C. So right from within Epicor, this configuration exists in Epicor. So it calculates the price, which was defined in Epicor, and then I can go ahead and place a shopping cart order. And out of the box, Parttrap also includes an integrated payment processing, be it credit cards, or if you're in the US, credit card and also ACH. And that order, that credit card information will automatically update right back onto the order information and invoice, and you have your money in the bank the next day. So that gives you an idea, because Parttrap is a very open product, and we can attach to an existing, everything you've seen here, we can attach to an existing website, or you could use our content management system to build your own front-end website. Okay, so again, a full shopping cart functionality is available here. I'm not sure how many of you responded to that. Well, we also sell through a dealer, but let's take a look at this. We call it our dealer portal. And whether a dealer, or if you want to empower a customer to go ahead and place an order right online and give them the ability to log in and track that order, and Parttrap out of the box does that. So many of our customers are manufacturers, and they sell either just in North America or just in Canada or just in the United States, or they sell globally. And they want the ability for each of their dealers to be able to log into their dealer portal and see all of their open orders and see all of their existing customers, search on invoices, go to their frequent shopping lists, whatever, place orders, check on quotes, also warranty on top of that, have an approval process. Out of the box, Parttrap provides all that functionality, to include a whole listing of, say, orders that are waiting for an approval from somebody. So all of those controls are built in there really out of the box. Okay. So by searching on an individual order, I can drill right down, see all of the items on that order, drill down to that existing product. Let's say it was that drawing that we just looked at, that configured snowplow. I can take a look at that also. Okay. Let's take one last look and then we'll open up for some Q&A. Parttrap also has the ability to use those 3D drawings, and I won't call this a virtual showroom, because a virtual showroom where you would probably have like a headset on or eye set on or so, but gives you the ability to take your products and again presenting it in a more interesting way by adding some, for example, animation. I just spoke to a customer who builds robots for manufacturing companies, and this type of functionality is something they're really keenly interested in. Now we took that bicycle and we can configure that bicycle, whether it's a 29, 27, or 26. You could go ahead and configure that bicycle, drill down and change the different options for that bicycle, whether it's a sprocket or the types of brakes or the types of handlebars. Use your imagination there. And again, using the 3D drawings, take a sprocket from that bicycle, explode that sprocket into all its components, show the availability, the price, and add it right to a shopping cart, and have that immediately set up a quote or an order within Epicor. Okay, so we have about 5 minutes left. How about we open this up for any questions or comments that anyone might have?
If there's any questions for Chris, please type them into the chat window.
If no questions, I guess they're really enjoying their lunch. This slide gives you an example of some of the different customers that we have in North America. One of our customers, ProMobile, is a major manufacturer of motorized wheelchairs, and the ability to configure that wheelchair. Do I have a joystick on the left armrest or the right armrest? Different wheels that they might need for the different terrain that it might have.
Hey, Chris, we have a question.
Okay, very good.
The question is, how does Parttrap integrate with CAD systems, and what CAD systems do you support?
Yeah, we can use many of the formats from CAD systems are the same, regardless of it's SolidWorks or Autodesk. So we use typical CAD file formats, and we take those, let's say it's a 3D drawing, we use that as an application and connect that to the actions you make during the configuration. So we can actually affect the presentation or the visualization of that 3D application during the configuration. So we use the data that you have normally for production or construction, and we use that for sales. And it may not be obvious that you can actually reuse all the work you've done with creating all your CAD drawings for production. Use that for sales, and you can use a tool like Parttrap to embed the 3D drawings, make them go live using hotspots or other animations.
Timothy, does that answer your question?
I think you saw also the 2D drawing that Chris demonstrated using the green coloring. What we use here is so-called SVG files, and that is also standard format produced by CAD systems. So if you have a CAD system, you can save your 2D representation into an SVG format, and then you can just import that into Parttrap, and it can be used for interaction like you've seen on the screen.
Thank you, Ove. Any further questions?
Yeah, some additional information. This morning, Uwe and I spoke with a Epicor customer who asked, because of their specific unique requirements, it has to be on-premise. So I want to stress that Parttrap could be hosted in Microsoft Azure in the cloud, or in the Epicor cloud, or on-premise, or some other cloud that, for whatever reason your business has. Okay, we are offered both a SaaS license model where you're paying monthly, or in a perpetual license. And we have discounts for additional companies. Many of our customers, maybe they acquire a company and they want everything feeding right back through one e-commerce application. So as you can continue your journey, you have different options here when you're looking at vendors. I think, simple is beautiful. Many of our other e-commerce applications require you to have a separate content management system or a separate PIM system. They might not have the integration out of the box with Epicor. And I assure you, that's one of the toughest things to build. That's part of our secret sauce. Out of the box, we include everything you need: the content management, PIM system, B2B, B2C, dealer portal, and also the integration out of the box with Epicor. The goal being better support, faster uptime, faster implementation, simple to use with a strong ROI. One of our offers is really to review at no cost to the Codabears customer base, a review of your current situation, challenges, and that could be a short call. That could be anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour long, depending on what your requirements are. We can then provide some suggestions for possible ways forward. And if you'd like to take advantage of that, reach out to Bill or whoever your Codabears representative is. So in closing, I want to thank Bill, you for organizing this. Are there any other questions from any of the participants?
Yes, there's a question coming from Chris. Is the dealer portal extendable, such as adding a projects section or a content download section?
Yes, for example, downloading media items like images, documents, things like that. Absolutely.
And yeah, a part of the question was such as adding a projects section. Chris, you want to define that a little?
Yes, such as exposing Epicor projects, at least pieces of it. I guess where I'm looking at is not just tied to Epicor stuff, opportunities from our CRM, which is not an Epicor. Is there ways to add sections and interface to other data sources?
Yes, this is a web platform, which means that you need credentials to access it. Once you've logged in, we can give you access to a lot of different data sources. Of course, the biggest one is Epicor, and we can actually read anything from Epicor. And on top of that, any content that we add together with that. And of course, if you would like to connect to other APIs, or you mentioned CRM, for example, which is also available through API, we can connect to a lot of different services and sources like that. For example, payment services, freight calculation services, sales tax calculation services. So from the platform, we can access any type of service that is available through APIs.
Okay, thank you.
Chris, we'd be very happy to set up a follow-up call to drill a little further into your requirements there based on that question.
All right. Is there any other questions? Anything else that you want to close with, Chris?
No, just again, a big thank you to yourself, Calvin, and the Codabears team. We look forward to helping any of the customers who attended today's session, or any Codabears customer, meet their new revenue requirements as the world continues to move digitally and placing orders and looking for product information on the website. So, Uwe, Sophia, thanks for your help putting this on. Apologies for the challenges here with the voice for a few minutes, and looking forward to hearing back, and everyone have a great rest of the day.
As always, if anyone has any further questions regarding this presentation or wants to contact Parttrap, just give us a shout here at Codabears. You can always send an email to sales@codabears.com, and of course, Bill G at codabears.com. Everybody, have a great day. Thank you.